You know, it took me 9 months to finish my first bus, but believe it or not, we finished this one in 5 days. Why, you ask? Because we've been participating on a show called Gutted. It's a reality-based television show where 3 teams of 7 people have 5 days to convert 3 rigs into a tiny house on wheels. This season we had an RV, a short school bus, and a van. You can guess what team I was on. Today's tour, I want to take you around and show you what me and the team of talented builders that I was working alongside these last 5 days achieved in this short bus. And I think you'll be blown away. I know I am. My name's Chuck Cassidy. Thanks for tuning in. Let me take you on a journey and see if I can remember all the details we packed into this rig. Let's go. As usual, we're gonna start on the outside of this rig and work our way in, like layers of an onion. First, I gotta talk though about the team I was working with. I've got Alyssa, some of you might know her as Regretless. We've got Kelson J, which you might know as Kelson J. And we've got Devin from Basically Nomads. Alongside them, we had myself, my business partner Ben, and Justin from Mobile Dwellings, formerly Gilligan Phantom. All-star crew, and let me just say, I fell in love with all these people. So, anyways, here we have our water inlet. It's an awesome product actually made by a company called Aquar. And then next to that we have a washdown connection, so you can actually stick a hose into that and use that, you know, for an outdoor shower, what have you. These are really cool products. They were provided to us, but I think I might incorporate them into my build. Next to that, we've got a 15 amp shore power connection. Nothing special there. You've seen these a million times. Coming around to the other side, we've got a gray water tank. I mounted a 20-gallon gray water tank up under here with a dump valve. If you look under there, you can see I did it just like I did in the video for Lost Renegades. Another Charlie. Go follow them if you don't. Come on back to this side and I'll talk about some more of the systems that we've got going on in this rig. By the way, these are the water fittings for the deck wash and for the fill. What I like about it is that it has a valve on it. So you can hook it up, turn on the hose, and then open and close the valve. Here in the trunk area, we've got our solar system. So a lot of what you're seeing, all of these materials were provided by the show to us. We had a budget to work with and we got to make some design choices, but the majority of the systems and all of that were already defined and provided by the show to us to work with. So, you know, what you're seeing is by no means how I would always do things or how I prefer to do things. This is a TV show, okay? In here, we've got our Battleborn Game Changer 3.0 270 amp hour batteries up on this top shelf here. There's 2 of them. It's a 12-volt system. We've got our DC to DC charger, a smart solar, and a Victron Multiplus unit in there. Right here, we've got our DC fuse block. And if you look here, this little cutout in the tank, I'm not sure if it's coming through. Yeah, there we go. Camera's gonna adjust. That's our freshwater tank, and you can see the levels there. And then way back in the corner is our Blue Sea AC fuse panel. This bus has a little over 20 gallons of freshwater storage. Oh, and of course, our teammates signed this. So I'm in here somewhere. Oh, and Bart Borg is here. He was kind of our ace in the hole out running errands. I haven't left this site in 10 days. I know neither has I don't think most of us have left here. And we literally just finished filming today. So if I seem insane, it's because I am. While we're back here, we'll go ahead and talk about the closet that we built for our imaginary client. Our imaginary client that they gave us is an artist who goes to music festivals. And the inside, you'll see a few more things that reflect that. So let's go ahead and cruise around to the inside. Moving into the fun stuff. So we've got our lights right here on dimmers, because you got it. You know I love dimmers. Life should be on a dimmer, am I right? We removed this upper area. A lot of pro builders don't even do that who have more than 5 days. We've got this all staged with a bunch of cute stuff. Makes it really feel like it's a homey vibe. But moving across here, we've got an awesome shelf with color changing party lights. Since, like I said, our potential client was an artist, we've got an easel storage unit here. It looks good, doesn't it? That closes there. I got a different shirt on because it's a different day. We had to pause for actual filming. First thing I want to talk about in here is the desk. The desk was made by Devin. It was his pride and joy and really a huge focal point of our build. And like I was saying before, we were building for a hypothetical sort of imaginary client who is an artist. Every artist needs an easel, a desk, a place to work, and that's what this is. So first thing is we got the desktop, which flips up. There's a couple of struts that go in here to hold it up, propped at a nice drawing angle. They're built into the desk itself. They actually live in a little storage compartment here. Down below that, we've got a storage zone for his canvas. Got a blank canvas sitting in there. And then it's time to go into party mode and really get serious. And you flip this switch and the whole back of this desk actually raises up. This is really where things got fancy, and it's actually integrated with Google so that you would just say, hey Google, activate party mode, and this bad boy comes up and it's going to showcase all of the painting supplies, drawing supplies, and of course, he's a man that likes to have a good time. Some drinks as well. It comes up like this. It takes a minute because those actuators are a little slow, you know. But we really put a lot of time and love into this one, and we were working with materials we'd never used before, and that's always a little bit scary to do on like a 5-day build when you can't leave or go anywhere. But you can see we've got the painting supplies here and all that. And a little trick to this, if you look down here below, there was a zone that was once blocked off. Well, now it's open as a cubby. So that's a place you can store valuables and stuff, and if you were a thief and you walked into the bus, it would look like it was completely blocked, and unless you knew to raise that up, you'd have no idea that that was a storage strip. So super cool there. I don't know what that switch does. Oh, there it is. So it lights up too for us. The desk was really cool. Devin nailed it. It was a super ambitious project, and he stuck it through, and I mean, I can't help but gush about my teammates because we did such a darn good job. That cedar on the front is actually the same as the cedar that we use for the ceiling, and I don't know if you don't follow Regretless, you hear me talk about her all the time, but we built her bus and we used this ceiling in that, and we decided that that was going to be a great look for this bus. And if you're building a bus, these thin cedar strips, it's called closet liner. It's a great material. It's easy to work with. It's pretty affordable and gives you a great finished product. Highly recommend that. Let's move away from the artist zone and talk about the kitchen. So Jay of Kelson Jay is kind of our all-star carpenter on this project. That guy works 3 times faster than any carpenter I've ever met, and he really delivers on the goods. And considering the materials we had to work with, which is very limited, probably no one's first pick for the types of wood and stuff, he still was able to bang together some beautiful custom cabinetry. None of this was pre-built, okay? So he did this awesome curved, I guess, front for this upper cabinet. It's got a rope light underneath, and again, we integrated the cedar on this curved part. Really cool look. We've got our upper cabinets here. Nothing too crazy to that. We've got an induction cooktop. Below this, we've got our chest fridge on heavy-duty locking slides. It's an Iceco. One move that Jay did that I really thought was slick, he did a drawer inside a drawer. So we got this with a drawer up here, slides out of the way so you can get the stuff on the bottom. Really simple. I never would have thought of that. Jay, you're a freak. We love you. Another drawer here underneath, just the regular sink setup. We do have running water, hot and cold in this bus. Like I was saying, we've got an electric Bosch, I think it's a 3-gallon water heater. Heats up super quick. We've got a big enough electrical system to handle it. Hot water's not a problem. So moving back down this side of the bus, we've got a bench here with custom upholstered seats that we just whipped up. We've got an S-Bar diesel heater mounted here underneath the bench. And then we got our outlets for our guy. His name is George Tyler. We got outlets for George Tyler here. Now, we wanted to have a little more seating than just the bench, and it was a struggle because we have this big desk that we wanted to integrate as well. So we went ahead and we actually made a pull out, we call this a trunk couch, because this can double as like an ottoman. You can turn it sideways for more sleeping space. You can take the cushion off and there's a whole ton of storage. Look, there's still sawdust in here. When I say it was a mad dash to the finish line, we were working up until, we didn't stop until there was a minute left so we could all go to the back and sign our names on the back door. But that's just the team that we had. We were all such hard workers, and I'm so proud of the work that we did. Moving back here, we got a full-size bed. So big enough for 2, super great for 1. One of the challenges in the show was to build a birdhouse for a competition, and to pay homage to that, Justin actually built another birdhouse and he put it in the back there. A really sweet story about that. Our shop dog passed away the weekend before we came out here, and his name was Bodark, B-O-I-S-D-A-R-C, named after the wood. He's a special boy. I'm gonna get sad and teary talking about him, but Bodark is a type of tree as well. And Justin, who built that without knowing, when he was going out to get bark to put on it, he took bark from a Bodark tree. And so we ended up having Bodark in the bus with us. Getting emotional. Anyway, we got our switch here for the electric water heater, the S-Bar controller, and then switches for our lights and the water pump. Nothing too crazy there. Now it's time to move on to the crown jewel of our build, what we went all out on, which is our totally custom shower. So you walk in here, we've got our composting toilet right here. And then we did this awesome, ignore all the muddy footprints on the tile, but we bled the vinyl flooring into the tile here. Jay did this cool work here. It's really intricate to like cut around and make it mesh with the hexagon tiles. And that bleeds back into our shower. And we wanted to do this from the beginning. We knew it was going to be a lot of work. You know, pouring a mortar bed to get a custom pan. It just takes time. You got to worry about dry times, cure times, all of that, and it's high stakes, but we just really wanted to set ourselves apart. I can't take much credit for this. Kels and Alyssa really threw down hard and committed and got all the tiles in, did all of the grouting, and it was stressful because we had to just move super fast to get it done, but I think it's beautiful. We picked out this really sweet gold brass shower fixture. I'm just so proud of us for attempting this and executing it and getting a result that looks so good. And I think this is really one feature that put us over the top. I hope you agree with me on that. Great bathroom. It steps up over the wheel well, and we did delete the last window on that side. And you know, I'm the kind of guy that loves to get rid of all the stock school bus windows, but that just wasn't going to be an option for this build. So we left all of them except for that one, and we got ourselves a beautiful bathroom. We did a lot of work in 5 days, I'll tell you what. Oh, the last thing I got to mention, you know, these buses, a lot of times they come with a big ugly air conditioner mounted in the back. This bus had one too, but we actually took the cover off, and Justin, this is a tricky piece of work. He made a new wooden cover for it and then reinstalled the grill and the vents. So this bus still has its stock AC, but it looks good for a change. We've never done that or attempted that before, and I'm glad that we had the presence of mind to just give it a shot, and props to Justin for making that happen, because that's not an easy piece with all the cutouts. It had to fit perfectly with the contours of the ceiling. Then we had to cut the louvered holes for it and then install the grill on the front. That is not an easy job, and Justin nailed it. We all nailed it. I'm so proud of the team. I'm getting all sad thinking about how we're just gonna hop in our rigs and drive away now, but that's life on the road apparently. Thanks for watching this. If you haven't, make sure you go and Google or find Gutted. It's a television show that we filmed over the last 5 days here, in which our team of 7 amazing humans transform this stock 5-window short bus into the beautiful home on wheels that I'm standing in right now. It's a great show. I haven't seen it yet, obviously, because we just finished filming it, but it's, I think, gonna be 7 or 8 episodes long. It's full of drama, building insights, competition, camaraderie, all of the great elements. We're so excited with how the bus turned out, how the show's gonna turn out. You're gonna love it, especially if you like watching me, because it's like 8 more hours of me. My name's Chuck Cassie. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this stuff, hit the subscribe button. Take care of each other. We'll see you next week.